Hello world, we're live. It's me, the Jcrow, and today we're in Adobe Photoshop. We're going to be drawing Zombie Eden, an asset for the dance we're working on for the animation meme. Canvas reveal. We've not got very far with this one. Vampirix. I've been hit with art block and more. That's not ideal. What do you mean and more as well? That sounds worrisome. I hope not. I literally have a problem. I'm getting lazy at finishing the Brawl Stars poster, and I'm afraid it might end up like the FNAF drawing, completely neglected. Sounds like you're both having a little bit of time with your art at the moment. It could be beneficial to spend some time drawing something different from your big projects. So the other day when I was streaming, I got a bit of art block, and nothing was coming out right, and it wasn't drawing the way I wanted it to look. And I just kept drawing things and trying different things until it worked out. So what I'm getting at here is if you're wanting to draw, if the determination is still there, then sometimes you can just be having a bad day with the subject matter you're dealing with. For example, Craiglitch, you might not forget forever about your Brawl Stars poster. You might just need a break from the Brawl Stars poster. Craiglitch, I still have a sore throat. I want to remove my throat. It hurts. I recommend not removing your throat. It's very important to doing things like eating, talking, singing. Um, have you had any drinks to try and soothe it? Like, I know honey and lemon is a popular one. Wait, what kind of hair pose should we go for here? So this is just a sketch layer again. Also, Vampirix, what was it you were trying to draw? Could try and pose the hair a little bit rather than just having it hanging downwardly. But I also need to take into account how much room the hair takes on the canvas and where. It might be subject to change the pose we go for. She's doing half the pose with somebody else on the canvas, one of Astroblazer's OCs. I'm just unsure on the pose itself at the minute as well. Vampirix, I've made up lore for Cass. Oh. Do you want to share? You're going to share with the chat? Are we getting to know this lore, or do we have to just suffer? Gregoritch? No, and you have to know that when I have a sore throat, there we go, I become like my sister when she has a weird and unsufferable lazy jerk. You're not lazy if you don't want to do something because you're sick, you're recovering. It's very, 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 very normal to not want to do anything when you're sick. Your body's trying to recover. You're not lazy for being sick. It's the same when people are going through like a period, like those they can affect people very differently. They can be really bad. Some people can even pass out. So again, like being sick from medical issues is valid. Also, Beep Dragons, hi, hello, how you doing? Doing okay. We're started late today. That isn't normal. We usually start at 8 p.m. UK time. Today we've started at 8:30. But we're working on still our set for the animation meme that I've been doing. She is posing with somebody else, Eden, in this picture, so that's why we've only got half of it. And at the moment, I'm just trying to work out how I want her to be posed. How are you doing, Beep Dragons? Are you still on holiday? Are you still in the UK? I don't like how her booty is looking here. I'm worried it's looking kind of weird. I'm try positioning the shirt differently. So we're just sketching at the moment. So if I get rid of the flow, and she's wearing platforms, so the shoes will be really chunky. Beat Dragons, what time is it for you still in London? For me, it is specifically 8:47. I think London's time is pretty much the same. My glitch, really, it's normal. I always felt like playing the victim because my family gets annoyed when I get sore throat. When I didn't tell them just because they would roll their eyes at me. It's very normal. Also, some people have some illnesses worse than others. So, like, obviously, an illness is an illness, but depending on your pain tolerance and your own immune system, certain illnesses for other people that are nothing can be just worse for you. It can also be just to do with what you can personally tolerate. For example, I hate sore throats, not as much as I hate a stuffy nose. And the sore throat hurts, but I just hate the stuffy nose part first. So if I'm getting like a cold, I'll be thinking, please don't get a stuffy nose because I can't be bothered with that. It annoys me so much not being able to breathe through my nose. So, depending on how you are as a person and also what you're used to and what your pain tolerance are, but ultimately it's incredibly normal and expected, if anything, behavior for someone to not be feeling good and wanting to do anything when they're sick. Mood wise, as well as like like emotionally and physically. Think about how in gym class, if you're sick, your teacher and you have like a doctor's note saying that you've got a cold or something, think about how you have to sit out a gym. It's because you're not meant to be doing extra strenuous activity. So I was gonna go for a like the fingers under the chin type pose here. Oh, and she has to be doing a thumbs up. So we need a thumbs up on this end. But yeah, Clary glitch, it's extremely normal. If people are telling you it's not normal to feel um sick and feel sorry for yourself or feel like you don't be bothered, to feel agitated because you're ill, any of those things, I would say I'd like to see how they behave when they're ill. Beat Dragon's same. Was he at the exact same time? I remember when I first went to London, I was really excited to specifically sync up my phone with the time on Big Ben. Not my phone, my watch. Because, like, I was like, it was when I was a little kid, and I was like, if they're just telling us what the time is, what if they're wrong? What if they're like off by a minute or two? I'm gonna sync it up with Big Ben properly. And I got there and it was literally only off by like a minute, but that minute was enough for me to be like, ha, I was right. I knew it. Did you do much today in London, Beat Dragons? What did you do? I know you mentioned you wanted to go to Queen's Castle and, well, Big Ben. Did you know that there is an Old English law that says it's illegal to wear a full suit of armor in the Houses of Parliament? That is technically a crime. Did you know that another old we have loads of crimes that are really, really old and technically still in effect, but like no one does them. They're really funny. One of them is you're not allowed to walk your geese through town at a certain time of day. One is that you are not allowed to stop to walk your cow on a public street. So you can take your cow for a walk, sure, but you're not allowed to stop and wash it. And then there's another one where after a certain time of night, I think it's 8 p.m., you're not allowed to be out with a stroller at night. There's a bunch of weird English old laws. You don't get arrested for it now, but it's like still funny to think about. Vampirates, and you're giving attention to Kaz again, and you have 22 OCs or more. Whoa, nice. Get them all in one room and have a party. All I did to Kaz was fix her tail, fix the fins on her back, give her toe beans, and reduce the amount of eyes. Toe beans. So, Cry Glitch, I'm drawing Gooby on paper, so thank you for your empathy. It's okay, you don't need to thank me, but you're welcome. Vampirix, I'm on a roll, kinda. I'm glad. Are you drawing them currently? So I think her legs might also be way too long here. This was only really a basic sketch. One, two, three, and the bunny tail. Platform. Eden's already tall, she doesn't need to be taller. And Craig, it's just I'm drawing him now. Gooby. I like Gooby. Okay, so that's one option, I guess. Oops, come back. That's one option, I guess. And what about you, Vampirix? Have you got any more illustrations done? Well, are you illustrating currently? I know you were struggling with the art block. I don't hate this pose. I think now that she's got a little bit more details going on. I think I'm gonna hate drawing all the detail, trying to get these hands to work, because I'm thinking today's just not a hand day, potentially. Um, there's a finger. Another? I should probably get a reference image. Second finger. You wouldn't see the thumb from this angle, though. So I'm not sure how to connect it here at the wrist. I should probably get a reference, right? Well, that's a lot of hands, and they're all in really funky poses. None of them are what I'm looking for. This is from Google, and unfortunately, it claims to just be Pinterest. So the reason that's unfortunate is because there's a high chance it just isn't the original uploader. Okay, so in theory, would this pose in theory work? So it kind of like something like that. What angle? I think it needs to be a bit flatter. Okay, so I think that kind of works with the pose. It's like I'm hovering it in place. I'm not gonna trace it, but because I'm like, I'm not sketching that entire hand and then having it look ugly. So give me an idea. Right, let's try it. Because if you tracing is one way of learning, sure, but it's only a way of learning to a very minimal level. You're never gonna actually learn if you just use bases and stuff like that, you know? So I'm looking here, if that's get red. So I'm seeing like this shape here on the lower hand. So I'm gonna try and follow that for now. Knuckle, and if I need to shrink it down, I will. I think that's probably, I know. Gosh, I remember when I was ugh, tiny, tiny, um maybe 5? Puny, tiny. Like we're talking I was only allowed to draw with crayons. My mom was basically bullying me for not drawing well. And I didn't take it to heart, fortunately, and I had an idea for a really silly prank. My plan was because I was like, yeah, but if I keep drawing, then one day I'll draw good. And she was just being mean. And I was like, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a picture because I had like a cartoon magazine. And I was like, I'm going to trace one of these pictures. I'm going to come down after the comment of, oh yeah, I'm going to practice and become a good artist then. Um, and be like, look, see, I practiced. Look how good I am now. um, And even then, it was literally just the concept of it's gonna be a prank. Like, I'm not actually gonna sell it as mine because it's gonna be obvious it's not mine, right? I'm like 5. Oh, it's in like the smallest of schools. Um, and I came down with it, and like obviously, if you imagine like younger siblings or you're babysitting or like a niece or nephew, but basically a 5-year-old comes in and they present to you this drawing, and it was a cartoon character. I think it was like an old Nickelodeon cartoon. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Angelica from the Rugrats. Um, and presented it to within the same day. Went, there you go. Told you if I practiced, I'd get really good. What do you think? And passed you this like pristinely drawn. You think I'd crack up and be like, oh my gosh. I think that's kind of a bit of advanced humor for a child in a way. I thought it was really funny. She just got really angry because obviously she was already bullying a kid for how it drew, so like it didn't really go anywhere. But she just got angry. I thought it was really funny. I still think it's funny. Like if I was babysitting, like they came in and were like, actually, yeah, here you go. Look, I practiced within the same day as well. I think the reason she got mad is because guess what? She actually thought I'd drawn it for a while, and it was really weird because I remember standing there thinking, what? Why are you just like looking at it so angrily? I don't know, man. And then she was almost relieved when I said it was like I was like, it's a joke. I traced it. What's the matter with you? And then she was like really relieved. So she actually thought that I had gone from drawing like, here, yes, my child picture. I am so good at draw picture, so good. And then she really thought I came back with Nickelodeon level perfectionism within the day. Big brain moment, right? Like, Venom Shanghai, what the hell happened and why did the stream start so late? There was some personal issues earlier, but everything's okay now. So, important things, but it's okay. Right, I'm gonna keep that as a sketch while I'm working out shapes. I'm gonna block some more shapes on top of that shape. I'm gonna build it up. Right, look at this shape. One, two, three, four. So it's really angled. Finger one, finger two. But yeah, I'm sorry. I won't make a habit of it. But sometimes things need your attention that are important, and people need you, that sort of thing. But it's okay now. Anyway, Vanim Shank, how are you doing? All right, don't like the last finger at the end. All right, so we need more of the actual hand. I really did use all of my hand skill points on that one grab for the other part of the dance that we were animating last time. This is getting better if I elongate. I'm just not sure about the thumb. Obviously, the thumb in the reference image and these fingers are also a lot flatter. I've done also not much preparation. And then the middle finger is obviously longer, so it needs to come back down. Cryglitch is a Gooby redesign. Have you shared it? Also, Astra Blaze, how are you doing? Are you still at home currently? When do you go back to work? Also, did you do any art, any more Fangan art while you were away? And are you still working on backgrounds currently? Lots of art asks for Astra Blaze. I know Astra Blaze has been doing stuffs. I've been doing loads of editing today. I've been doing loads of editing this week in general. I've got a lot done. I'm very excited for the 4th of October. Anyone know why the 4th of October? Anyone remembering that date yet? I'm worried if Astralis doesn't. Okay, so if this part of the under the hand is shadowed out, that might actually work. So if we have this as the angle, shadow that part. And then hide the other finger, because again, this hand's meant to be tucked under a chin. Blaze, I'm working on backgrounds, and you're back on Monday. Ooh! Ooh, Monday. Okay. I think that hand there is definitely better than the initial sketch of a triangle. Good there. How are you finding the background art, Astra Blaze, by the way? How's it treating you? Hmm. Don't want the angle on the hand to be too unnatural, though. We don't want to, like, snap her wrist is the issue here. So I need to give, like, enough of a curve for it not to injure the woman. Flatten it out. And flatten more. Uzi, guess who went to the Sky Zone today? Sky Zone. It's gonna be like a jump center for astronauts. You went to space. Uzi's an astronaut. Decided. Decided. Hi, Uzi. With their bestie, Blossom. That's even better. You're both astronauts. Slay. Besties in space. Besties in space. You're welcome. I'm making headcanons. That's where your new house is also. Your new house is also in space. You're welcome. Astro Blaze, I've just finished the floor and I'm currently doing the walls. You sound like you're decorating right now. Good job, Astro Blaze. That sounded condescending. I'm sorry, it didn't mean to be. Just good job. What's on my screen there? Something on my screen? I just cleaned the screen. Rude. Right, I like the shape of the collar, but I think the collar is way too far down. I could perhaps try shrinking it. Uzi, hi, but it was an hour and 30 minutes. An hour and 30 minutes is a lot more time in outer space than I've ever spent in outer space, so I think that's a win. Also, did you share the Gooby design to like the Discord or something, Cryglitch, or were you just mentioning that you've drawn one? Both are good. It's just I'm not ignoring you if it is the other case. It's literally a case of I don't know. so I've not checked. Uzi, no, to get there. Oh, I think an hour and 30 minutes to get into outer space is valid. I think you made good time there, actually. Then again, how long does it take a rocket to actually get into space? How long does that take? Does anyone know? Does anyone just have that information? Squeaky Clean might. After all, he studied nuclear engineering in university. As Astro Blaze is aware. Did you have fun? Is the main question, though. Was it worth the hour and 30 minutes to get there? I'm glad you got to hang out with Blossom again. Squeaky Clean, at least to the count of 10. There we go, you've heard it from the nuclear physicist himself. But yeah, Astro Blaze, the project's coming together pretty cool. It looks pretty well. More excited each time I add stuff. I'm like, yes, it's coming together. But I'm also like nitpicking. Each time I add something new, I'll play the bit that's I've edited in, sure. But I will also watch the whole thing afterwards. So I'll watch the bit that I've just programmed in, and then I'll watch that a few times and make sure it's synced up properly. And then I'll spend ages rewatching the whole thing to make sure everything else is working as it should be as well. So the girls, they're having justice done, okay? They will slay. Well, I guess it's not a fashion meme. They will slay as in perish because they're kinda dead. Kinda unalive here, guys. By nature being the undead and a zombie. So definitely wanna like relax the leg a little bit more. And Craiglet, you posted the Gooby redesign on Discord. Okay. We can check it out then. I think he's got a redesign, he's only just been designed. So as a strong part of designing a character is doing multiple designs for them. I know even with Zombie Eden on that live stream, there was quite a few designs and bits of trial of error with that. Oozly, I fell asleep 30 times on your way. I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're just sat in a car. As long as you weren't driving. As long as you weren't driving, I think that's a good use of your time. Let's see, your OCs? Oh, Gooby! Oh, they're like a little sunflower. I love them. They're so cute. I love the colors. I love the yellow. So this version of Eden is definitely a lot happier than she's looked the entirety of the me. Do I give her the swirl? I should keep the swirl eye because her eyes are supposed to be crosses, but they've been changed out to the swirls. Give it like the tongue out. I can change your expression later. I just kind of want to know where her face is. You lower the opacity, actually. There we go. Uzi, but I became a crybaby at the end. I didn't want to leave her. Well, that's normal. That's okay. It's okay to be sad and miss your friend. That's normal. You like your friends. I get sad when Astro Blaze leaves. Astro Blaze wants to go and do a job. Astro Blaze wants to go and work. And Astro Blaze is like, actually, no, I want to not play board games and hang out and do fun things. I actually want to go and work on purpose. Because you stinky. That's what Astro Blaze says. Stinky. I'm kidding. Astro Blaze would never. Astro Blaze would never call me names. I know that. That's the joke. Though she might call me stinky for saying that, she called me stinky. Like, that was pretty stinky behavior. But not nearly as stinky as Rageki's behavior that one time he decided that he wanted to show off when Astro Blaze visited. That was pretty stinky, actually. That was insanely stinky. Astro Blaze, I don't want to do that. I'm contractually obligated. Oh no. Oh, did I just do this on the wrong layer? Wait, I didn't merge those layers. When did that happen? Nuh-uh, you have to manually merge layers. I didn't do that. Is there a keyboard shortcut for that I've hit by accident or something? Wild. Anyway, Venom Shank, have you heard back on that badge machine, the pin maker? Do you know when you're gonna get that yet? So she will still have the broken swirl glasses. They can just hold the place of said swirl glasses. Well, I suppose, what are your thoughts of the double lip sync background concept? Acceptable or not? I thought it had a bit of storytelling as well as looking pretty. My motivation is, does it look pretty? And then I'll think of an excuse as to why it makes sense, like storytelling. That is actually good advice, by the way, for everyone in education. Typically, for example, with essays, there's always going to be a way that you can reword that subject matter to fit your interests. Always. I have always done it. So it's like in high school, it's a bit more difficult because with high school, you're going to get set like, go and write me a project about um creeping ivy, I don't know. And you have to go and write about specifically that. But what I mean is, there are ways that you can tailor it to fit your interests. Like, you have to write about the ivy, but let's say you have a fixation or an interest in architecture. So you can include facts about the ivy that are also related to how it damages buildings or iconic buildings that have the wall ivy. You could, instead of talking about it from just a botany perspective, talk about it from a perspective of what it does to the brickwork and stuff like that, because there's always a way, basically, to turn it around into something you're interested in. Like, even if your interest is cartoons, there's so like at university, people were often complaining because you didn't get anything for your portfolio at the end of it. My mentality throughout the year was, if I make everything that I do portfolio worthy, then I've got portfolio work. And B, if I'm not interested in a project, I'm not going to be that passionate to make it portfolio worthy. So I always ask myself, how can I make it interesting? How can I twist it to be something I'll enjoy, be passionate about, and therefore make a higher quality product with? Is it BRB? I'm going to a different stream. Okie dokie, bye bye. And Venom Shank, it's going to be 46 days, really? Yikes. Why is it going to be so long? Astro Blaze, the background does look good. Okie dokie. Um, Wizard Gnome, hi, welcome. Welcome back. Hola, hola. So one example would be we had a oh god, the projects were so boring. The project titles I got were so boring. Okay, so one was found object, and I was like, okay, found object is the theme. And they basically turn around and go, here's your theme. You have to go away for a full term and create a whole project about this theme we've given you. And we were just given the theme, found object. And even though you were supposed to be able to just do what you wanted to do with these themes, the teachers were really good at telling you no. Um, but I was like, okay, I had this whole idea about making a project that was about like dementia and Alzheimer's awareness, and the missing found object being a concept of memory. So it was a bit more conceptual, something a bit more storytelling, because I prefer work with more storytelling elements. Um, yeah, I thought it would be quite unique, and it's better than just literally doing another lost and found themed project. And it's also going to interest me more because again, there's a lot I can do with that as a theme. Obviously, they were like, no, you're not allowed because it has to be something more literal. And then here's where I'm like, you can always, if you're creative, you can always tie it into something you're interested in. So you have to be creative about it sometimes, but there'll be a way, and then you get something fun. So what I did was something that you get in a lot in care homes and dealing with Alzheimer's is the whole puzzle pieces thing. They're symbolic of missing a piece, and memory games and stuff are good for people with memory issues to help, use their brain. So I was like, I'll do it about the same concept of its dementia awareness, only I'm tying it in with a physical, literal jigsaw puzzle. And the theme, it used to be on the channel. Um, So the theme would be it was two girls. Well, there was an older sister and a younger sister, and the younger sister was visiting the older sister in like a care home, supported living. And there was a whole piece where she was doing the jigsaw puzzle and she drops the puzzle, and in doing so, she's forgotten who her sister is. And there's this interaction. It was upsetting, but upsetting in a realistic way. So people weren't upset by the Madden being like it wasn't disrespectful. It was realistic and it really got people. I'm talking people cried and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Um but the literal part was she's lost a jigsaw puzzle and she's kind of fighting with her inner self as she's trying to find it. And by the end, she does pick it back up and remember. Um, and the found missing object literally was the puzzle that the character drops on the floor, but it still explored the concept of memory and the awareness side of it too. And it's like, haha. Oh, the teachers were like, you'd think this is one of the reasons I'm tempted to become a teacher is literally to be the supportive and encouraging teacher that I just never seem to get. I always wanted to meet someone that could go, wow, this is really good. Let me actually try and point you in more directions. Rather than the ones, I always got the ones that were jealous and bitter. Hated that. Never ever had a supportive mentor when it came to art. So, like, I strive to try and be that kind of at least encouragement because, like, I never experienced that. They all got bitter. They were all mad at me because they were like, well, it works. You're right. And I'm like, yeah, it works. It fits the brief. It's interesting and it's not literally just I lost my beans. Where are my beans? Oh, I found my beans. Yay, lost and found. Because that just sounds boring. I don't want to just do a lost and found project. I'm gonna refresh chat real quick. There we go. Whoop. Right, so this one's going over, so now it should go under. Lacing up her shoes. Eden definitely has them. I imagine she's definitely gonna be wearing them boots that just have the hidden zipper. But then again, it's also funny to imagine us sat trying to fasten these every day. So yeah, usually if you've got projects, especially when you get into like older year groups at university and stuff, college and university are different in America than they are in the UK, so there might be a bit confusion there for people. Um, but there's going to be a way to shape it to make yourself more interested in it. You just need to be creative and try and like find that loophole. And I still got a first at university, so doing this, you can still do it. It doesn't affect your grade if you've still completed the task at hand. Kind of like with the concept of go and write me an essay on creeping like wall ivy. And it's like, well, I've wrote about the wall ivy, but I'm interested in buildings, so I've wrote about how it affects buildings as opposed to the plant itself. That would still be answering the question, and so long as you are still answering the question and answering the brief, you still win. Astro Blaze, sorry to be a pain, but I think the feet in that pose won't match with Rika's. Because Eden's clearly on the floor, but Rika isn't. Not sure how to word it better, sorry. I have already taken that into account, and they are okay because the difference here, I actually have Rika here. Do I? Yes. Sorry, I only saw her little hand appear. Rika is on point on her tippy toes. Eden's in platform shoes. So they still match up height wise. Eden's actually a little bit high up on the canvas currently, but that's because the whole thing's been dragged up. We move her down to where she would be, so they're on the floor. So she's on her tippy toes. Eden's wearing platform shoes. So if you imagined Eden, Rika put her heel to the floor, it'd still match up, so they still reach each other. Although I could probably raise this arm a bit, actually. Let's keep the reference for the arm. Does that make sense? Or is it just not look right to anyone but me? Actually, I think that arm could do with just being a bit wider, longer at the top. And if we move all of her just to the left more, widen it out. Cry glitch, where's Cookie? Your live streams aren't the same without her. Cookie's out living her best life. I don't know. They might be drawing pictures. They might be on the moon like Uzi was. Yeah, a little bit more. I'm just not sure that's leg. Her leg's looking weirdly chunky. Astro Blaze, tis okay. So I think the arms definitely need moving around a little bit, if anything. Oops. Did not mean to rotate that canvas. Rotate back. Oh, Pebbles found his favorite toy. Yes, Pebble. Best thing, Pebble. I've been playing with you all day. You don't need me to play with you in this moment. You just know I'm talking, so you want the attention instead. Oh, but he's being cute, though. He's being a baby cat. Yes, you. You're being a cat. Yes, you. Chirp, chirp. Yes. Chirp again. Quite, quite. Yes, it's very informative of you, Pebble. Very important. Thank you. Can really do say chirp, everybody. Uzi, I'm back, my Smurfy baddies. Welcome back. For a moment, for some reason, my brain decided you were playing Dress to Impress and you were telling us that your theme was Alpha Sigma. Alright, Glitch, I'm gonna go on Mars. Cool, bring us back a rock. I want a Mars rock. Do you want a Mars rock? What do you want from Mars, Pebble? It's like ordering from McDonald's, only it's Mars. Alright, Glitch is going. Okay, place your orders now, everyone. Got a cool rock? Okay, in theory, if the wrist is here, the hand will be here, the thumb will be there. So if that's roughly how big I want the hand to be. Just repositioning the arm again. But yeah, I realized I did take into account, I suppose. I was like, because partway through drawing it, I realized it too, and I was like, oh wait, she's on point. They're not gonna wait. Oh wait, no, because Eden is lined up because she also wears platforms, so everyone's being tall in this image on purpose. And then she'll have her fingers. Raise the arm a little bit more again. And again, platform boots just need to be up again. So make sure Eden's level. In fact, I know how to make sure. I'm going to draw a big line at the bottom. Slay cry glitch. We're playing Dandy's World. Okay. Why can't you play Dress for Impress in Dandy's World? Why can't you also be fashionable in Dandy's World? I don't think it's fair. I think that is prejudice against fashionistas. Okay, what if I'm gonna try. These knees are look too low down, but they're not too low down compared to the rest of the leg proportions. I could maybe move her ankles up a bit. In fact, let's just do the flipperoni. I think it might be something in the leg. I think it might just be how I'm drawing it. Pebble, why are you trying so hard to get all the attention? Eh? Uzi, bro, my teammate left me. Krylech, wanna learn some Italian, guys? Totally not an excuse because I'm tired of writing in English. Go ahead, you can try. I did Italian at GCSE. Don't remember any of it. I got a B though. Don't remember any of it. Almost like I'm pretty certain my teacher cheated. If I make like the upper body shorter on the legs. Okay, I've got another plan. It's called Jcrow doesn't trust the legs. Something's not right here. Okay. Chest, belly button around here, pelvis around here, leg, knee, knee, other bit of the leg, foot, Okay, so we'll move the knee down. Okay, so another leg, knee, leg again. Yeah, I think there's a balance here of it's definitely the leg. I like how the feet look. I like how the upper body looks. Something's not working. And Astro Blaze, would you mind checking Discord real quick? Yeah, can do. How are the colours looking? I think that looks fine. Do you want to like compare it to mine? Hang on. Yeah, seems like the same to me. For context as well, I don't know if you're drawing the window at all. I made it like an orange golden hour look. Oh, there we go. It's just them curves. Them curves saved it. Curves, by them curves, I don't mean anything lewd or disrespectful towards her. I mean like from a structural perspective, like curves and lines. Okay, now I just need to make sure her height's right. Taking into account again the platforms and Eden and Rika, sorry, being on point. So on point is a ballerina term. For those that aren't aware, on point means like literally like she is in this picture, on the tippy toe. Ballerinas call that being on point, or at least that's one word of way of referring to it. So I think the platforms do actually need to be a bit chunkier is one thing, so she does need to come upwards a bit more. Oh, that looks way better. Looking at the shoes. And then whatever the thumb does, because we're not keeping that hand, I will get the pose better if I just angle it upwards a little bit more. And then they're together. Nice. Cute. Cute despite the bit where, undead. So we're on to line art. No, we're not. I need to fix that hand. Or I could do the line art. You're getting sneaky peeks for other assets for the animation meme. So, an Uzi. Oh no, oh no, what's oh no? Cry glitch. My sore throat makes me want to leave the stream. I don't know why it's taking over. It might, like I say, if you're sick, you might be feeling like more agitated. You could be getting a headache from, I don't know, you might be listening with headphones, that sort of thing. I'm not going to take it personally if you want to leave because you feel sick. Ultimately, you don't have, it's nice to have you. It's lovely to have you here, but you don't have to be here, especially if you're not well. Have you had anything to drink recently as well? Because fluids are definitely going to help recover a sore throat. Krylich, I'm so weak now that my hand shakes just by holding up the phone. I'm a mess. Krylich, I think you need to go and lay down. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like condescending or anything, but genuinely, I think you need to go and rest. If you're getting shaky and you're that weak. Have you got like a movie you could put on maybe? Or favorite music? Something to listen to and you can just lay down and rest? Cry glitch. Yeah, sorry, I'm probably gonna go. Bye, Jcrow, and bye all. I love y'all. Bye bye, Cry glitch. I hope you feel well soon. Uzi, love you, Pookie. Hopefully next time we see Cry glitch, he'll be feeling a lot better. Misty, hello guys. Hi Misty. We're drawing more Edens. This one is an asset for the meme again. You get a sneak peek of part of the collaboration. It's not a sneak peek like this on purpose to keep it hidden from you. It's literally because that's just where the reference is. Sorry, Riga. How you doing, Misty? I know you mentioned your work placement ended. I think in either last stream or in Discord. So I mean, no more trains. What train's gonna do without you? Well, I got D&D tomorrow. Has anyone got any plans for tomorrow? Has anyone got any plans in general that they've taken care of this weekend? So I know Uzi went all the way to space with Cherry Blossom Gaming. 100%, that's lore accurate. They went to space. Um ah, Annette. Hope that looks right. How's that look without sketch? Completely neglected to pay attention to where any of her body is underneath this hand. So this chin might still be there-ish, but it might be over here-ish. Where's her chin going? Help. But have you... Oh, Misty, it was a con day today. I bought a bunch of cool shit. Oh yeah, you went to a convention. You really did. Like, I was sat there looking through all the loot you shared, and I was like, oh, I really like the jewelry. Wait, I really like those crow stickers and the magpie sticker with like the silly fun guy faces. Oh, wait, I really like the painting, the watercolor skeleton painting. That's really pretty. That's really cool. And then I was like listing, like, oh, I really like this, I really like that. And I realized I was just listing everything, and I was like, there's no point. I should stop. Oozing, no chin for you. By the way, me and Blossom are gonna make a Dandy's World only channel soon. Ooh. Will you both be sharing like gameplay from Dandy's World? Will you both be playing? See, there's a lot going on here that's just cluttering up the silhouette. I could lower the hand. Alright, we're gonna erase bits and lower the hand because it's cluttered. And it's making it look messy, which is a shame because the rest of her looks nice. Just erase these parts. But yeah, Misty, was there anything else at the convention? Or was it like an artist convention? So I know I've been to artist conventions before. I've been to gaming conventions where it's like just games. But then I've also been to usually what we get is a mixture of one genre, but they also have an artist's alley. Artist alleys are pretty common in I don't know if it's just common in the UK or just common, obviously, as an artist for conventions that interest me personally. Like, if you're a creative person and you're looking for creative type conventions, you're probably going to encounter a lot of conventions that cater to creativity in one way or another. So it could just be a bias in that sense. But usually there's some type of artist alley when I go places. And Uzi, you're both going to be playing. That sounds really fun. So you're gonna have like a channel with your friend? That sounds lovely. Hmm. It's a little bit better, but she's still got some problems. So what if I hide this and give us another layer to work on it? And Nisty, there was a light show we saw. Otherwise, we just browsed the shops and hung out. Okay. I mean, I do that a lot of cons as well. I just kind of look at things. I think the theme was like fantasy and stuff. They literally played Skyrim music at one place. Bunch of cool people too. Also, I saw some kid with a fursuit head that was bigger than them. Big. I mean, fursuits do get pretty huge, so I'm not surprised. Right. What layer are we on? So this is the upper part of the face that and what I want to do is declutter the lower part of the face that's chopping behind here. So we're going to get a different color for it. Actually, yeah, a lot of this face is off. So that ear needs to be moved in. Then I could bring the eye there. This shoulder would be fine. This would be fine in theory. Although I could lower down the collar just to help stop it interjecting there. If that goes like more like this. Okay. Redo the whole ear and move her face inwardly. Move her mouth down. And again, like I mentioned, I can change the expression later if I wanna. So Squeaky Clean, are you still in Blender right now? Did you end up calling your friend? And Uzi, by the way, Jcrow, have you saved yet? Nope, just did. Sorry, thank you. I saved the drawing. Uzi saved the drawing today. Uzi has won the title of Art Hero. And Squeaky Clean, I am. They went to bed. I'm just doing the thinking stuff. Okay. Okay. It's something to potentially talk about like tomorrow. Squeaky Clean is an idea for a project. You could always do some warm-up stuff in Blender. What are you gonna what should Squeaky draw in Blender? Nothing too skibbity. Whoosy, yay! Celebrating your artist hero title. I'm not like I have an idea. It's like, I keep joking that I need to get like a priestess character or something to bring on screen when we have deaths in chat. I do have an idea on what to do for that now. So count your days. Um, I'm gonna need to get like an animation going, like a you win animation. So when people actually remind me to save when I haven't, you get a special animation, and it's like this is being played on behalf of you specifically. You did it, Art Hero. Oh, Nisty, I'm playing Guts and Black Powder right now. How's it going? Is the horse still like just chilling? So, we played with Nisty. We played Guts and Black Powder, right? A Roblox game, and we survived on a map for what felt like hours, but it was probably closer to like 20, 30 minutes. And we had to build this bridge whilst fending off a zombie horde. And we survived for ages. It lasted so long. And then, right at the final hurdle, right at the end, everyone died. I think the whole team got too overconfident. I think everybody was like, "Yes, we're at the end. We're finished. I'm just gonna run back and do and warm up real quick or something." And everyone did that at the same time, meaning everyone dispersed at the same time and just got picked off one by one. It was bad. This year, I'm dead waiting for respawn. I did that a lot as well. Wow, waiting for respawn because you died. That was my hobby in that game. I was so good at it. It's fun flying around though because you can clip through the buildings. Okay, so her face has been changed quite a bit there, but she looks good, so it's fine. Misty, you gotta for real get cracked GB so you can experience the epicness of Calvin Copenhagen endings. Are they really worth all the effort? But you can just go into the build a boat with your friends and swim for treasure, sail for treasure, and just build a pipe bomb. Then it can blow up all of the endings. Then there are no endings left. There we go. Nisty, you could literally make a movie based off the Copenhagen campaign. You gotta like make it through the burning city onto a ship and take out a British brig sloop that's trying to keep you in quarantine. Wait, that does sound really good. Maybe you should make the movie, Nisty. Get into your director hat. There we go. So I've not actually got a reference image to do that hand yet. So I probably shouldn't actually line most of that yet because it's potentially just going to get undone. Huh. Uh-oh, it's almost 10 again. was gonna say, it feels like a short stream today. Yeah, we started late. I will make a habit of it. Also, I have D&D tomorrow, so I might have D&D stories when I get back. I recently got given a ball that blinds people. Sounds pretty great. You know what? I think all these details are just pretty much hidden by the upper part of the shirt anyway. Oh, I did a bunch of research as well into some background stuff for Jack and Colby. So the development for Jack and Colby is coming along. It is happening. It's just not at a stage yet where I can start bringing it into live streams. But it's going to be fun, I guess, to see the progress of that being done live. That's at least for some people. You're going to be watching like an entire animated show being done, or at least the bits that I deem worthy of streaming, because there is also a lot that. Oh, I find it fun and interesting. I imagine you guys aren't going to want to sit and watch. Like lip syncing is a one that I found interesting. Would people find lip syncing actually interesting as a live stream in theory? Or would that be really boring? I personally thought it'd be boring, but I have reason to believe there's a chance that it might actually be interesting for some people. Yeah, so like lip syncing live is probably going to be pretty difficult unless y'all are actually prepared and fully ready for a live stream of repeated noises, concentration, and hearing me sit there going e. No, that's more like a t, and then a making noises like that. Is an essential part of lip syncing is being an absolute fool, unfortunately, and like miming the small words and expressions to get them right. And I don't know whether it'd be like it's just silly, I think, but some people find it interesting. But I thought it'd be kind of I assumed anyway that it'd be more dull on a live stream. Uzi, I need to work on my lip syncing anyway. Oh, we can do it together. Misty. Like the British are quarantining Copenhagen to keep the cannibal blight spread at bay, and that means trying to kill you all, and your team is ending the iOS Epic AF. Nice. The winning scenario is you start the outbreak. Huzzah! Still, I'm on the side that's rebelling against the British. That sounds pretty pog. It's me and the British. I don't want to be. Hatsune Miku won't talk to me. She won't make the exception. This just isn't cooperating. There we go. It's okay. I respect Hatsune Miku's boundaries. I'm still sad though. What are you doing lip syncing for, Uzi? I'm curious. Do you just do like some like animations and stuff privately with like OCs? Because I know you don't post stuff. That doesn't mean you can't be doing that in your own time. It's like I used to make tons of content that I just never shared. I only started sharing because my friends were like, yo, you should be posting this. I was like, nah. And they were like, uh-huh. And now I'm posting stuff. It was the same with the live streaming, and it was a case of, well, you're sat doing all this anyway. Why don't you stream some of it? What's the worst that can happen? I was like, well, the worst that could happen is someone could come into cat chat and call me stinky. Or remind me, okay, that Miku won't talk to me? Or to my calls? Hi, Squeaky.
Hey, peeps. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this really cool thing where Your chat finances my 3D printer.
Who wants to buy Squeaky a 3D printer? I don't think anyone in here has the budget for a 3D printer. Steve says Squeaky get a job.
I got a job.
That's how it works in the UK. You need to get at least 2 jobs to be able to afford groceries. You gotta do that. If you're too sick to work, then you just
Good.
have to go without. And that isn't me being bigoted, that's just how bad the country actually is. The majority of the UK is currently living under the poverty line.
Did you see the thing I sent you?
No.
Oh, I sent you
And what?
Discord.
This bow looks ugly. Hang on. Let me guess, you're asking for pizzas.
Once again, asking for financial support.
I am once again asking for. Oh my gosh, that was a great meme actually. It's really funny. So I'd always send it over stupid things. Okay, anyway, let's take a quick look at what Squeaky sent. Oh, that's so cute!
That is the mock-up.
A little box design. That's really cute. I like it. It's got like a traffic light going on.
I just put colours on because I needed to show that they were different pieces.
Oh, but I like the different colors because it's giving like kid core, and
And
considering like it's a Beyblade thing, I think it's really relevant.
the plan is to attach them with these kind of hinges.
Oh, I know the one.
So they are detachable easily and can be swapped out with different things. And I'm going to use a latch like this on the top of them so that they stay closed and they don't accidentally pop open.
Oh,
Also, uh, you know the plastic deck boxes for
Squeaky did 3D
Digimon?
modeling.
Yes, but the plastic deck boxes for Digimon
Yeah.
that are cheap and nasty and like £5 tops.
Yes.
Um,
The very cringe.
the ones of those for Beyblades are £15.
Are they also really cringe?
Yeah, they're the same quality, just smaller and more specific. But Amazon's selling them for like 12 to £15.
Fair. Anyway, nearly 10 past. Thank you all for joining the live stream. I'm sorry we started a little bit late today, but we still had some fun conversation. We still got some work done. Eden's looking pretty cute. Uh, Shout out to Uzi, Nisty, Astroblaze, Squeaky Clean, Vampirix, Dry Glitch, Wizard Gnome, spectacular name by the way. Deep Dragons. Mac was here again, but your username changed. I forgot what you changed your username to, but I know you were in here. What's your new username? I keep confusing it with Vampirix for some reason. But no, you're not Vampirix. Venom Shank. Venom Shank? Venom Shank, I think. But thank you all for joining the stream. It was lovely to speak with you. I hope you have a really great weekend and that tomorrow is a nice relaxing Sunday for you, or an exhilarating one if you're going out for the day. Um The streaming schedule is between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time. Depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Have a great day.